Hello, everybody, boys and girls, young and old. Welcome to the Live Connection podcast. We're back for another. We're back on this Sunday morning, ready to talk about news you can use about gaming, tech, and more. I'm your camp counselor, Peter, and we got Jarrod, Grayden, Jack, and Erik? Question mark.
Did you say the boom
guys?
without me? Did
I
you?
did.
Yeah,
I told you
audacity?
in 2 minutes.
Yeah, it was too long. Your Keurig failed you.
I set a timer, and
My Keurig started like sputzing out water in weird directions while I was making the hot chocolate. I was like, "What the hell is this? This doesn't
let
happen."
the team down.
You know what's funny, Peter? Because you know how you point to it's mirrored on your screen for whatever reason.
Yeah.
My screen, like, because I'm doing the Twitch side, it's identical to what I'm looking at.
Nice.
Like, and like, so it was still the reverse for you. So you pointed off into the opposite side of mine.
It's me and myself, you know.
Oh man, that's funny.
But yeah,
So what do you got for us? Whatever you called yourself earlier, Peter.
apparently I'm a
Forgot
camp
already.
counselor this time.
Yeah,
around.
camp
I don't
counselor.
know
Oh,
where that,
Peter,
I don't know
I-
where that came from.
I forgot to
but-
tell you after the Call of Cthulhu stream, I am now the Boom president. So you may be the Boom
vice
VP,
president,
but I'm the
Oh,
Boom president.
Jared, I think you said during the stream that you're the vice president of Booms. Wasn't that those your exact
Oh,
words?
maybe it was.
Did
I
you
took
take
your
the title?
job. I took his job.
That's even worse than being.
Boom!
my boss.
And
You took
welcome
my
to
job.
Live Connection Podcast.
I'll be talking to HR about this.
Have a good conversation with yourself.
Yeah.
He's gonna go to the mirror and just like shake a finger at him.
Oh man.
Fun fact, due to budget cuts, the VP of Booms is also HR.
Does that mean I'm HR now?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Well, that'll be an upward battle for me. But you know what else has been an upward battle? Consoles getting the 1.5 update of Stardew Valley.
That has
We've been
been
on
a
PCs of Stardew Valley. Yeah, PC has had it for a while, but it seems like we'll be getting it soon, guys.
It actually looks pretty
What is
exciting. He said like he said he's hoping late this month, early next month.
Yeah.
He said it depends on because it's in the phase of getting approval, so it depends on when they give the
Oh, okay.
approval of it. And
Yeah,
that can
so
take,
like he submitted it to the Xbox, Sony, whatever.
Okay, so it
Yeah.
could be like any day now, really.
yeah, it could be. He just was kind of aiming for like a realistic, try not to get people like too discouraged
Yeah.
if it doesn't come out early.
Yeah.
But it looks like a pretty good update. Like they introduced the beach farm, which I'm actually kind of intrigued by. I kind of want to play the beach farm. But they also introduced something that I'm surprised they didn't have earlier, which was the couch play co-op for Stardew Valley. So now you can do split screen, which I think is something they should have had to begin with. I don't know. I feel like it's that kind of game where a co-op split screen would have been reasonable.
I disagree. I think that's a like hugely single player experience for the most part.
What makes you say that?
Well, it's just like the style of game, you know.
Isn't this
you
coming from
wanna,
that guy
like-
who doesn't like Stardew Valley?
I don't mind it. I couldn't get into it.
I think I'm with Grayden.
That's the game, though. Like you're just like, this is my farm. I have it like this. I want to romance this person. If you're, you know, it's kind of like, I want things to set up the way I want it set up.
So then,
I don't want another person there.
Do you think that the multiplayer they put online was a bad idea?
I don't think it's a bad idea. I just think like, as the game overall, it is mostly designed as a single player game.
See, the thing is, like for me, I
think I can agree.
I always found when I was playing it, the one thing I wish I had was to play with people. Like I found it was a game that was fun. Like I like the first 2 years you play or whatever in game. You know, you do the intro stuff, you get a relationship, you kind of figure out everything. But I found as it went on, it made me want to more so play with people than just on my own. But that was just my
For me,
opinion on it.
multiplayer was just a bonus for like a good, fantastic single player experience. Like for me, those types of games are like best suited for that, where you're just kind of hanging out, relaxing. You might put a podcast on or like just like completely zone out and vibe with the game. and just like, have a good time. And then the multiplayer, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Like, it's awesome, but it's kind of just an added bonus onto the single player aspect.
Yeah,
for the most part.
I definitely like the game was 100% like designed with the direction of being single player, but that doesn't mean the multiplayer doesn't work.
Yeah, I personally I like the couch co-op thing because I was talking to Bobby and I were kind of talking about games we wanted to play together, and that was now that co-op's coming out, it was one that's made the list of possibilities, so I was pretty excited about it. Because
it's awesome.
she's someone who doesn't care. She's not playing games for the single player experience. She barely doesn't even care to play games barely with me. So this is a big step.
Her opinion on The Last of Us 2.
Oh God.
I don't think I beat that game still. I think I got one
money
more
for it.
chapter.
You should.
I really should.
I know it's
Grayden has a hard time. He has a hard time. He'll start multiple games and then he gets stuck.
Well, that's not even that. It's just like with Last of Us 2 in particular. Like, it was good. It was really good. Enjoying myself, and the story takes a turn, takes a left, and then I just became unmotivated, and then it started to be a bit of a grind, and like it went on way longer than I thought it would, and I'll get it done. I'll get it done one day.
I don't believe that.
I have a little side topic related to updates. If we're ready to move on.
Yeah, I give you permission.
I don't even know what we were talking about.
Stardew Valley. New update.
The Stardew Valley, couch co-op's already possible, isn't it? Split screen already exists
on PC. They're bringing 1.5 to consoles next month.
Man, Jack, you missed the boom. You missed the Stardew convo.
Well, here's what happened, Grayden. I noticed after I sat down with my hot chocolate, I guess I slept weird the past couple hours, because I noticed that I had a cowlick in my beard, and I was like, that feels really uncomfortable. So I had to go to the bathroom and fix my beard. And that's why I missed the last conversation. So I had a reason this time.
Understandable. Erik, to you.
So, with updates, Cyberpunk got its first big update, and with it came a game-breaking bug.
Of course.
Apparently, when you talk to a character called Takamura, I haven't played the game, so I don't know who that is. When Takamura calls you for the down the street mission, you'll get stuck there and he won't say anything, and the mission won't be able to continue. You can reload to earlier saves, and it'll still happen. And you're just completely stuck there. So,
but
with a whole plethora of fixes comes a huge game-breaking glitch.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Wow.
At least they fixed the last big game-breaking glitch where you couldn't collect too many items because if your save file gets too big, it just corrupts.
I don't know if that warrants having another game-breaking bug, Peter. I don't know if you can just swap
you always
one.
gotta have at least one.
Usually you just start to slowly improve the game. It's like there's a step and there's a step back to where we were. Now it's just a different step back.
Well, I mean, they take a step up, but they're a little drunk, so they just kind of fall back down.
Yeah.
This isn't your Call of Duty.
Stumbling along the way.
It's not a copy-paste situation here. They got some code to work out.
But yeah, I maintain
poor
that you wait till the end of the year when the next gen update comes out. I'm sure the game will be good by then. Big sad.
That's probably what they should have done as well.
I'm sure that's what the developers would have loved to have done, but
honestly, I feel like they would have gotten less backlash.
Executives.
They would have still gotten backlash.
Shareholders.
But they would have gotten less backlash, I feel, if they had released a full, complete game that was really awesome.
I think they need to release it like in 2020 for like investor reasons. That'd be my guess. Like I bet there's just certain things they needed to fulfill regardless of how the game was.
In that case, I would have just released it on PC. I wouldn't have even released it on console. I would have released because PC did launch fairly well, didn't it? It was just console. It was just consoles that really had the big issues. So at that point, if it's a investor thing, I would have been like, hey, go to Sony and Microsoft and like, listen, it's either this is gonna be really fucking shitty, or we can just release this later.
I mean, they had all the pre-orders regardless, so
Yeah, so I think they would have done better, because every other day on some sort of news feed I see they have a new lawsuit they're dealing with of some sort of fucking issue, and it's just kind of shitty. It's really shitty to see that happening, but at least, like you said, the executives have kind of taken the responsibility for it. They didn't just fucking dump it on everyone else.
Yeah.
Still shitty.
I would have dumped it on everyone else.
I know you would have, but
Peter would have thrown his management team immediately under the bus.
you told me it was done.
Fight the man.
Let's be honest. If Peter was in charge of that team, they would have just gotten everything done. It would have been a perfect game.
Of
10 out of 10.
course. Oh yeah, I'm very experienced with game design. You know me.
Yeah. The boom would have been on the box.
Yeah.
That's what
Peter would have been like,
naturally.
Peter would have been like, though, no intros. We don't need any intros over 5 seconds.
It would literally be the intro of the game is Peter standing in front of a green screen, and he walks out. Boom! Gestures to the Cyberpunk 2077 logo behind him.
Work of art.
He slaps the wall a couple of times.
And the game appears, and you're at the start screen.
It's me and Keanu Reeves.
Oh god.
That should be a pretty cool beginning to a game, actually.
Yeah. I'd like to see that.
I feel like that'd be a beginning to a game like Just Cause or something like that.
I need to copyright the boom before someone steals it.
I'm gonna go do it right now. Be right back.
In terms of next gen, did you guys hear about the Walmart employee who was hiding PS5s?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I only saw a little bit of it, but I guess like the one guy went to like the front of the store, like, "Hey, do you got any PS5s in stock?" And they checked the computer, and there was 9. He's like, "Yeah, there's 9." So he went to find them. I couldn't find them. And he talked to a manager. He's like, "Nah, I don't know what you're talking about. We don't have any." It's like they're not here.
That's a scalper right there.
Yeah, from within the system.
Yep.
The system's always broken.
Oh, and they recorded a video of the PS5 stash and put it on TikTok. Because of course.
That's
I
how you
didn't
get
know
away
that.
with things.
People are stupid.
Ugh.
He probably if he was smarter, he probably could have gotten away with it.
He absolutely could have.
Gonna
Losing like a-
incriminate
yeah.
myself a little bit.
But for
Losing a PS5 every couple of months is a drop in the bucket for Walmart. They don't give a shit.
They're like, just give us more. We'll make this up.
Yeah. If he had just been smart about it, he could have gotten away with it, no problem.
Yeah.
because of those meddling kids.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Himself. On his TikTok.
He meddled in his own affairs.
There's been I'm still blown away by like the I mean I am and I'm not. I'm still blown away by the fact that it's like there's a few places that have like actually banned scalpers. So you cannot buy a console and resell it. I think the UK did that. And yet you still have and these sites I don't quite know how bots like work in terms of like purchase and go kind of bots that they do for this kind of stuff. But it's like, how do these websites not start to get a little smarter around these bots? Like, there's got to be some sort of algorithm they can find within it that you can see that it's not a human being.
But they're still making money. The website, like,
I get that. I get
fulfilling
that.
its obligation.
I just think they would easily have sold those anyways to people, right? Like, the bots are just making it harder for. I guess it is and it isn't. Like, every party but the consumer is winning with the bots. That's essentially.
Sounds like you want more CAPTCHA on everything.
I want everything. I want more of those things where they ask me if I'm a robot or not. I want to highlight more of the lamp posts in each picture, just so I can tell them I'm not a bot.
I'm gonna select all the buses.
Oh man.
I like the ones with words the most, because the ones where it's like, find all the chimneys, and like, you see this one building like 8 miles in the background, you're like, maybe that one could have a chimney, like, I don't see
But is that
it,
how a robot would think?
it could be there. That's the thing here. Maybe
see-
we're all robots. Maybe this is the
No,
Matrix, man.
Eric.
We don't know.
Eric, that is the way they want the robots to think.
Mhm.
Can you imagine finding out that you're a robot because you can't do a CAPTCHA?
The world would just fall apart.
That
Yeah,
sounds
like-
Black Mirror.
What's the lamppost?
Start spiraling for this poor man.
I think one of you said you wish they were all like the word ones. The worst though with the word ones is when they have like lowercase and uppercase letters that look almost identical. Like let's take P for example, and instead of like most of them are good, but I've had some where instead of showing like it is like actual lowercase, like it's smaller than the others, it's whatever, they put it up and right next to the other letter that was a capital, and I was just like, I type it wrong, they're like, nope, that's incorrect. I was like, what the fuck do you mean it's incorrect? I'm reading your thing, it's fine. And I typed in a lowercase p, and they were like, oh, that's correct. I'm like, you're stupid. This is dumb. Or maybe
You're
I'm
almost
stupid.
a robot, Jared.
Well,
Yeah.
Scary stuff.
you've told me that before, Grayden. You've said that many times in the past.
Yeah, well, you are an android, so.
So
All right.
And
Hit us with the next topic, Boom Master.
Boom Master. All right, we got new information
Boom.
on the next Resident Evil game.
We sure did.
Yeah.
Actually, I saw that.
We got a
Yeah.
demo.
We got
We also got
all
sexy
vampire
lady
lady.
who
Yeah,
can
the internet
choke me.
loves being stepped on. I learned this week.
Dude, she could choke the shit out of me.
I don't know why people like the big vampire, creepy pale lady who's like 7 feet tall when her daughters are like way hotter.
The
Come
Bud
on, Jack.
Girls.
Did
Yeah.
you see 7 feet tall lady?
Yes, I did see
When
Oh,
she
really?
grabs you and it's like, it's like, shit, kill me. Yeah.
No, she looks old. She looks like she's in her 40s, and that's too old for me, honestly. Just on a personal level. And she's dressed like she's from like the 1940s, and I'm like, are you would be a grandma in these days. Like you look like you're about to offer me a Werther's original before you choke me out.
I don't
Yeah,
think
but
a
she's a
vampire
ghost.
would tell you its
Jack.
true age. Like I don't know.
She's a vampire ghost lady. Like, they don't age. It's fine.
It kind
It's
of
like
matters.
Edward Cullen, 115-year-old going for what, a 17-year-old? It's fine. It's fine.
It's
It also-
romantic.
it does look like they're delving. Like,
Remember
those
when-
screenshots look like they're delving way more into the horror aspect of the genre too.
Mhm.
It's going for that Resident Evil 7 tone.
Yeah, scary.
Well,
No more
There's also
Resident
a lot
Evil
of,
5
like,
and 6.
a lot of Resident Evil 4 vibes too, with just like the inventory and stuff.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that. I was looking at the inventory organization, and I kind of like that again.
Even just what we've seen with like the castle itself has given me lots of Resident Evil 4 vibes, which I am all for.
Oh well, it's totally.
honest.
It's totally like Resident Evil 4 area.
Hmm.
The only thing I've seen is like the short clip of the ghost lady like killing you. Because
Mhm.
I'm already convinced. I know I want the game, so I don't need to see shit on it. I'm gonna go in completely blind and like, as far as like, all I know is that ghost lady, really. And then like, I remember seeing a big old hairy man. Chris is there as an old man, and then Ethan, you can't see his face
I
some
s-
more.
I was about to say, like, Ethan Winters going to Louisiana to find his dead wife makes sense, but why is he going to Romania to find his daughter that we didn't even know he had?
He's always
At
got to be
least
looking
I
for
think
something.
now you're supposed to. He's probably part of Umbrella now, because like that's how Resident Evil 7 ends. Is Chris comes and they're part of like a reformed Umbrella, and he's like, "Hey, buddy," and then it's over. So I assume Ethan probably joins up with them, and now they're like the new stars or something.
Yeah. Talking about Resident Evil 4, they're having some issues and with direction for the remake of Resident Evil 4. They had who was it? Someone left the project, I think, and it was like
Didn't
the
it get-
writer or
I thought the whole project got like rebooted or
it
something.
got the whole project did get rebooted, but it was because of something and I forget what it was. But they rebooted the entire remake because of some
creative reboot.
Yeah, so it I mean that kind of is slightly concerning. I mean it's a remake, so I mean how hard, like I get that they're like you're still redesigning stuff and all that, but you have everything literally there for you. You just need to update things, make them a little smoother, all that kind of stuff. So that kind of raises
I would
concern.
say the way Capcom's handled most of their remakes, they kind of go above and beyond. So, like, and Resident Evil 4 is like it's one of the biggest games of all time. So, like, I feel like they understand that they have to go all in, like all hands on deck for it. So they're probably like, it has to be as perfect as they can get it.
S tier.
They're trying to perfect perfection.
But to reboot it must have really not met expectations. Like not even just to adjust things and make things a little better. Like they must have absolutely been like, this is trash. We're starting from zero. Go.
Honestly, it could have just been average. It could have just been like, it could have been like Resident Evil 3 level, and they're like, you know what? We can't do this again. We gotta go bigger.
Fair enough.
More muscles.
More muscles. You need to see the muscles.
Pull the big brains out.
That game.
Yeah, but
go for it, Peter.
I was just gonna say, with their past remakes, they've been good for the most part. So I trust they know what they're doing.
Oh no, their remakes have been excellent. Like hit the nail on the head right there. But
With the head on the nail.
it just kind of concerned me. It always concerns me now with everyone doing all this stuff, and it's just you have a lot of game companies that are doing this, and a game comes out and it's not meeting those expectations, and so. But yes, they have really given no reason not to trust them with their remakes. So
Got Cyberpunk.
Even
deja
Resident
vu
Evil
for a
3.
second.
Yeah.
Being
I
like
was thinking that too.
average, it was still like a fantastic game because of it was still just really good. Just compared to Resident Evil, if it came out before Resident Evil 2, I think people would have loved it a lot more. But it's just Resident Evil 2 remake set such like a high precedent that
they did such a good
It
job
was
with the Resident
difficult.
Evil 2 remake. That was excellent.
yeah, it's like they cut stuff out of Resident Evil 3 apparently. Like apparently you go into the clock tower of Resident Evil 2 and do all this stuff in the original one, but that's a different topic.
So it's so weird to me that they would even kind of bother like rebooting something like Resident Evil 4 that has like such a cult following, and since it has like such a less serious tone than the other games in the series, and Capcom very clearly are going for like a more serious tone with Resident Evil with their most recent games, i.e. 7 and 8.
Yeah.
It's like it's always seemed like such a black sheep to me in the Resident Evil family. Like you go from, all right, yeah, fighting Umbrella and there's zombies that they fucked up the world with makes sense for the first 3 games. And then you're in Romania and you're part of a task force trying to rescue the president's daughter from Vampire Land. And there's a little Portuguese small man who wants to destroy you. He's the main antagonist.
I love that guy. He's not the main one. He's a secondary one.
Sure.
I mean, what else does
He's
Capcom
like a
really
little
have going
lieutenant.
right now anyway?
A lot.
It's just I'm saying how are they going to like reboot, like do a remake of Resident Evil 4 like and make it as serious as the other titles? They either have to stick to their guns about where the story has gone, or they have to like, somehow bring the weird bits of Resident Evil 4 into the future.
And maybe that's exactly what they're clashing about, because it is creative differences, right?
Yeah.
It could honestly, there are ways they could make Resident Evil 4 not like some of it's still, because there's some story stuff that's still going to be a little bit different, but you could still make the game relatively serious and quite scary with like at least upgrading the zombie types and like how they react to the situations. There are, because they do a lot of Resident Evil 4 did a lot of that. You get to an area and all of a sudden there's like a horde of zombies. Like I feel like that one mission in the house is pretty infamous. It's pretty well known even to people who haven't played the game a lot. Is that mission? You're in the house with what's his name? The
Luis.
Yes. Yeah, and you're in the house and you have like the horde coming at you, and I know that was one of the hardest missions in the game just for volume purposes. You could easily make stuff quite a bit scarier and more serious in those situations. It'd just be the story, like it'd be that clash of like, yeah, you're right, Jack. Like, how do you bring that, kind of not so serious tone of Resident Evil 4, but have a more serious in certain situations together? It could be a tough one.
Shout out
to make that giant
to
robot
Luis.
real scary.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Luis for the last thing he hears is an American completely butchering his name, going, Louis! Like, that's not my name, asshole!
And that's how he dies.
Yep.
I wonder if Ashley will still suck.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, you could just put her in a dumpster and she was fine.
Yeah.
I loved her.
Bitch dumpster.
She was literally the
Yeah.
reason that mission in the house was so fucking hard because she wasn't even in that mission. Luis was the one that made it hard in that mission because he'd still get fucking swarmed and then you'd be like, shit.
It sounds like you have some scars from that mission, Jarrod.
The mission's hard on the hardest difficulty.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not so bad when you play it on the easier difficulty, but the hardest one it's a bit of an annoyance. I had when I first got the game on PlayStation 2, yeah, there it is. I got the game guide for it, and I was using that to get through some of the areas, but man, it only helps so much. I also was a very shitty. I'm not an exceptional gamer now, but I was definitely a shitty gamer back then, so it was even worse. That was the start. That's why I dedicated to doing hardest difficulty runs. Was I need to improve myself.
Yeah. There were a lot of just random, like, modern-day city dumpsters lying around that Romanian village for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, I guess whatever you need to do to protect the president's daughter.
In this game, it'll be bitch coffin.
Yeah. All right, get inside the Iron Maiden.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So,
There's an enemy called the Iron Maiden in the
Oh
game,
fuck!
and
They're
terrifying.
so annoying. They're terrifying. The noise they make when they walk towards you.
Iron Man.
Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden.
That's scary, man.
Dun, 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 dun.
666. The number of the beast.
You know what else is pretty spooky? With the new Resident Evil game, they're also throwing in a multiplayer mode, a separate standalone game called Reverse, where it's just like the Resident Evil 2 and 3 engines, but multiplayer game death matches.
Wait, like
What happened to Resistance or whatever it was called?
I
thought
don't know. We're
that.
moving on to Reverse now.
PvP? Like
Yeah, just like it comes with Resident Evil 8. It's just a standalone game. You plays all the different characters for Resident Evil. You go around shooting each other.
I mean, I could see them doing like a horde mode.
Well, this time.
I
could see-
don't know who. It's weird.
I could easily see them being like, oh, here's a couple maps, kind of like zombies in Call of Duty, and be like, here, survive as a team. But PvP in Resident Evil isn't exactly what I think of when I think Resident Evil.
That's what you're getting, Jarrod.
Interesting.
And maybe Bobby will play it with you.
No, she definitely won't play it with me.
I don't
Guarantee
even
it.
know if I can see a Resident Evil fucking horde mode. Like, that seems a little weird, too.
No, because it's like the missions inside the game, like Resident Evil 4. Like you'd have the same idea as that, where it's you're in an area and they just keep coming. Like it's no different. You just have more people there.
I hate it when they keep
I
coming.
don't know. It's weird.
Does no
You
one
keep
remember-
stabbing for so much in Resident Evil for those moments, and then you survive them.
Well, in Resident Evil 7,
Does
there
no one
was
else
those
remember
modes.
that Resident Evil multiplayer game that came out where you were like a biohazard team and it was like PvP and there's zombies around and you like held your gun like this? It was the most awkward gun holding animation ever.
Oh wait, are you talking about the one that like used the Wii gun thing?
No, I'll find it. I'll find it.
I think I remember what you're talking about. I never played it, but I remember at least seeing Resident Evil multiplayer. Because once again, I remember being like, "Oh, I wonder who that's for." I'm not gonna play that.
Might be Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. I think that's it.
I remember.
But
that.
yeah, it's a very bad game. Very, very bad.
Well,
Speaking of another bad game, Halo 3.
It got more stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, Halo 3, it's getting new armor in Master Chief Collection. They were like,
Cool.
first time in a decade, here's new armor.
Didn't
The
they?
internet was like, oh.
Didn't they take down like all the
That's not too
leaderboards and shit
surprising.
online for all that?
I think that was like on the the actual original Halo 3 server. This is like Master Chief
Okay.
Collection.
I see. I was like, because I was gonna say why? Because I saw that after a while back I read about them like they were taking down the old server, and I was like, what the fuck are you guys? Make up your mind. Are you gonna keep the game alive, or are you gonna fucking kill it? Like, make your
We
decision.
reset your stats and give you new armor. Go again, soldier.
Oh,
I'm not
man.
too surprised because they've like kind of been doing a battle pass seasons thing where like you don't have to pay for the season and you can go back and like the way it works is like you get these points and then each point will unlock a tier of the battle pass and you can go back to previous battle passes and unlock anything that you want really. So I assume it'll be kind of similar where it's like going to be season 5 or 6 or whatever the hell it is where
Season 5.
you can unlock. Okay, yeah, you'll unlock like new armors from that system, which I don't know, that's pretty cool. I'm down with that.
Do
They
you
did
think-
the same with
No, go
Halo
ahead.
1 to an extent where you could get different visor colors. It wasn't different armors, but like you could get different stuff and like weapon skins now. So it seems they're going a step further.
Do you think this is somewhat in response to them delaying Halo 5?
I think it was all
No.
planned. I think they originally planned this to kind of work in tandem with the new Halo, but obviously that's been pushed
that-
back a year.
Is that how they're gonna do it? They're gonna link the new Halo's multiplayer to Master Chief connection?
I don't know if they're
collection.
directly going to link it, but I think they're just, going to associate new Halo. People will also be playing Master Chief Collection.
Okay.
Kind of like how Warzone and the new Call of Duty kind of coexist separately, but together.
Yeah. Yeah, because we can still play Warzone, we just can't play like zombies or the main
Yeah.
campaign. Though I did
Have
hear
you shown any of the new armor?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they have like a promotion or a 6-second video.
I'll check it out real quick.
Yeah, I'm sure you could find it. Another game we hate, Golf with Your Friends. It was actually just bought.
No,
By who?
2017, the kings on the hill in the indie world bought it for $12 million. And they promise a new DLC and a longer lifespan to the game.
excellent. I can't wait to stream that
All right.
game more.
I already got to play 2 more courses and get all my perfection back.
You better just wait because there's more coming down the road.
No, that took longer than I'd like to admit to get those achievements.
maybe you can
I can
finish
see
Last of
that.
Us 2 in the meantime.
Well, maybe.
No, Jack. These achievements take precedence over all else.
You say so.
Oh man. It's not really gaming news for everyone else, but I finally started Breath of the Wild.
Hey,
You did it!
I was playing Animal Crossing. I think the moment you started it, I was just sitting there. And DG Jerry came on playing Breath of the Wild, and I was like, "Oh shit, it's begun!"
I don't even know if we're friends on the Switch.
No, we're not. I think the only person I'm friends with on the Switch is Erik and Matt.
I think it's the same for me. I think it's just Erik and Matt. I'm friends with the other Switch.
I don't want to be friends with your Switch, Peter.
Sorry, yeah.
That
Well, shit, I
Switch that
think-
you got for free.
I think that means I'm the last
Mad
one.
enough.
I'm the only one who hasn't started Breath of the Wild or played any Breath of the Wild now.
Oh man.
Oh.
I feel like you'd like it.
I would. I absolutely would. Got a lot of other shit on my plate, but, maybe I'll get around to it someday.
Especially when Nintendo doesn't drop the price of their games, too.
Yeah. That never even goes on sale.
Well, Jack,
They've gotten a little bit better.
In about 5 years, when I'm done playing it, I'm sure Grayden would be more than willing to loan it to you.
Are you loaning up my copy already?
That's very kind of you, Jarrod.
Well, great, and you're not gonna fucking play it again.
You don't know.
What's more likely, you finishing The Last of Us 2 or playing Breath of the Wild again?
Last of Us 2.
Probably Breath of the Wild.
Oh man.
And once you finish Last of Us 2, you got to go back and get those Golf with Your Friends achievements.
Oh God.
Well, see, I have to wait. See, it's 5 years, and then I'll be another 5 years, and then I'll ask to borrow Breath of the Wild 2 from you, Grayden, when you're done playing that.
Now this is like a couple of years ago. I don't remember who or what. It was Sunset Overdrive. I lent it to somebody, and now that game's gone. I don't know who has it. I don't know where it is, but
Yeah, I
it's
remember
gone.
Do I have it?
I don't
I
think.
think I have it.
Do you? I don't know. It's on
have
Game
it?
Pass now, but it's like
Yeah, I got it.
There you go, Mr. Golf.
there you go.
This
Gotcha,
is the,
Grayden.
the
Thank you.
Discovery Podcast.
Ship it on over.
I've done this twice to Grayden with things that he's loaned me, where it's like he'll loan it to me. I'm like, oh, I'm so excited to play this, and I don't play it, and I end up loaning it to someone else before I even start it or finish it.
Mm.
It's the
Yeah,
danger
that's
with
hard,
loaning
man.
things.
I did that with textbooks for school too. I have like 3 textbooks that I loaned out, and I have no fucking clue where they went or who I loaned them to.
Yeah, those are gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are a bit pricier than games too.
Yeah.
But whatever. But yeah, no, I started Breath of the Wild. It's easy to get into, like easy pickup game when you have a few moments. It's not something you have to play for super long periods of time, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
I will say,
It's good for that Switch style where like it goes to sleep mode, so you can just pick up right where you left off.
yeah,
On the go gameplay.
I did find
Whoa!
like the stamina just dies so fast in that game, and it's so fucking annoying.
Well, you gotta
You gotta
work out,
upgrade.
Jarrod.
It gets
Well.
better.
Okay,
You
good.
gotta
'cause
wake up
you know,
at
you have
5
to-
a.m.
I've drowned like
Level up
7
your
times
stamina.
trying to just like fucking swim across somewhere that's too far, and then I drowned. It's just horrible.
And you need to level up your stamina with the spirit orbs, and you need to cook some food or potions that give you temporary stamina or refill it.
I'm still trying to get my paraglider from the old dude.
See, just
You're on
look
the
up a Breath of the
Great
Wild
Plateau.
speedrun and base all your learning off that.
Have you guys seen that one clip where a guy does like a fucking 74-mile trick shot against
Oh.
a guardian?
There's
Yeah.
a great
I
animation.
It's
saw that.
such a sick video.
Speedrun.
The stuff people can do in that game is absolutely insane.
Yeah, yeah, it's really nuts. Nothing like a spin axe and freezing something this fucking.
Mm.
Like, I wish I knew how to do that stuff, but I don't know.
Seems
I can't.
dangerous.
If you watch like people's hands when they're like sometimes when they're streaming or videos, they'll have like the
Hand
camera
cam.
on their hands. Yeah, hand cam, and you can just see like what they're doing. It's like holy fuck! Like your mind is going a mile a minute. What the fuck is happening?
Mm.
Gotta go fast, as a wise person once said to me.
I'm watching
Who said
it right
this?
now.
It was Sonic.
Oh.
No. I thought it was gonna be Tails.
Yeah.
You're lucky. That would probably have slapped you for that statement.
Knuckles is confirmed to be in the new Sonic movie, Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
That's great.
I didn't
Spoilers?
even know that.
That's excellent. Good for Knuckles. Glad to see he's making it.
Yeah, there's a post-credit scene at the end of Sonic the Hedgehog 1 where Tails comes out of a portal. It's like, I found him! Where's Sonic? And he goes, pew, pew, pew.
How do you know Sonic was in this world? He just appeared and he's like, yes!
He's smart. He has a little radar thing.
He found one of the
He's
blue
Tails,
hairs
Peter.
on the ground.
Tails has always been smart. He built a fucking plane.
Oh.
Yeah, so did
Tails
the
is
fucking
always-
Orville brothers.
Tails has always seemed like a little fish
Are you
to
saying
me,
they're
to be honest.
stupid? What the fuck? Are you saying they're the dumb
Tails
people?
can spin his tail around and fly. Why the fuck did he build a plane?
Yeah, he gets tired. It's for like flying long distances. Tails is like 6 years old. Give him a break.
Why do any of them need planes? They can all run at the speed of light.
Not all of them. Only Sonic and Shadow can. God damn, I feel like Matt.
They're all fast. They're all really fast, right?
No. But yes, it's
How
Video
fast
games.
is the slowest Sonic character?
All right. Well, I don't need to see Biggs the cat fucking bombing through Green Hill Zone.
that. I can agree with that.
Good old Biggs the cat.
You're about to fucking find like a terrible Sonic fan fiction, Peter. Why
Yeah,
did you tempt fate?
I googled it. I looked through the results. I was like, these are not links I want to be clicking. So
The
now
only
that
thing you
tab-
need to know is Little Sonic.
The little baby Sonic in the Sonic the Hedgehog movies is very cute.
Not
When
not,
he's
not that kind of
a small
Sonic I was
child.
talking about, but sure.
I don't
I was
like what
talking-
you're saying.
I was
here.
talking about Little Sonic.
Yeah, Lil Sonic. God's gift to the literary world.
Yeah. A writer of a
I don't know
generation.
who that is, and I'm just gonna remain ignorant.
Sometimes that is the best way to live.
I would. I mean, good
Ignorance
reading.
is bliss.
You know, I wish I was kind of ignorant to the Bernie Sanders meme that's been everywhere on the internet.
I know. I heard about that.
This,
yeah.
Like,
It's like it's fine at most. Like it's a
like
Political.
average, maybe below average meme. I don't know why people love it. It's like an old people meme. Old people
is.
seem to be having. It's like the first time they've understood really what a meme is,
cold,
and they're like,
relatable.
"Oh, we get it." Mittens.
But here's the thing. Old people don't like Bernie Sanders. So these are young people making these memes because they're old at heart, I think is what it boils down to, essentially.
He exploded though. I don't even really understand the funny thing behind it.
Yeah, that's kind of where I just don't understand why it like exploded to the size it did. Like I don't know, the first like 2 or 3, I was like, he's not
It-
supposed
yeah.
to be there. But then after that, like,
Now Peter's like,
Yeah.
Because it's the inauguration of the president, and he's just kind of like, it's fucking cold. And so
Yeah.
like it's relatable and shit, but it's also just like it
sitting
was
there.
cold. Like,
Yeah.
like he's minding his business. I don't know.
That's what I mean. I don't understand what's so funny. Like, who cropped that out and was like, this is the next big meme. Right here. Bernie Sanders sitting in a chair with a mask on and his arms and legs crossed.
I'm gonna take a
And
picture.
unbothered.
Here's the
take a
other
picture
thing.
of someone on the bus with headphones on, and then make that a meme and be like, he's minding his own business. Quietly.
Apparently Bernie Sanders and his team took the meme and printed it on a bunch of sweatshirts and sold them for $45 through his website, like $45 US.
Mm-hmm.
And they sold out immediately, and he donated all the money to charity, which is good guy.
Okay,
but now
that's okay,
thousands of people have this shirt with this sweatshirt with a Bernie Sanders meme on it that's out of date already. What do you spent $45 on this thing? You could have just fucking given $45 to Meals on Wheels like Bernie did with your money. You
But
got a
they didn't
sweatshirt
get
that's
anything
useless
from
out
it.
of it.
But now in
that.
2 or 3 weeks, I
So
have a cool
it all
Instagram
went to a
post.
good cause.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just people are kind of dumb. I think.
People are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
People like spending their money on odd things.
Mm-hmm.
But
You
wouldn't
know,
that be
Live
like,
Connect-
What are you
Connection's
doing,
pretty odd.
Grayden?
when
What is this, Grayden? Is this a little Sonic fan fiction?
No, it's not.
Does someone want to open that link for me before? Or I
It's,
see it
it's
now.
a
Never
Sex in the
mind.
City
Yeah.
meme with Bernie.
Relatable.
Oh, we're cleared now. We're gonna get so many views on this podcast.
Yes,
Yeah.
comedy.
I should have put the tag Bernie Sanders meme in here. We would have exploded. Biggest podcast we've ever had.
Wow.
The sixth member of the podcast.
We're so-
What a time to be
I
alive.
should have
PNG
done
of
that.
Bernie
If I
Sanders.
knew it bugged Peter enough, I should have fucking put the Bernie Sanders in the
I don't
podcast.
care. It doesn't.
I am
bug
once
me.
again asking you to play Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a custom like cardboard cutout of this meme.
Actually,
and
So
put it
you
somewhere.
just-
kind of
Jack-
sound like him.
Jack, you just said about people spending money on dumb shit, and Grayden just said he's gonna get a cardboard cutout of Bernie Sanders meme. So,
It's him sitting. It's not as tall as all the rest. It's cheaper.
it's cheaper. I could either get a presidential one, or I could get a Bernie sitting on a chair one. Which will you
Exactly.
choose?
Short things are cheaper.
Now I'm just thinking about like what Bernie Sanders would say at his like campaign rallies to like get gamers on his side, and it's just
But
dumb.
God, I don't even know.
Oh.
If you go to gfool.com/Bernie Sanders, you can get 30% off your first.
Oh, a new exclusive flavor.
Somebody is working 40 hours a week. They should have time to sit down and play video games at the end of the day.
Yeah, Bernie.
Limiting to 8 hours a day.
America is not just for the top 1% of streamers on Twitch.com.
Gamers for socialism!
Yeah.
Yeah!
Oh my god, that feels like a fucking cult movement. You just have the fist up in the air. Gamers unite.
We're gonna start the first GSA, the Gamer Socialist Alliance.
Oh god.
Gamer bathwater for all.
Their anthem will just be the Halo theme song.
Hell yeah.
Oh
The
shit.
Russian national anthem, but it's sung in a bathroom at 3 a.m.
Calling Putin.
Oh
3 a.m.
man.
Oh my God, Peter, don't do that. He's a busy
Jared, when you
man.
brought up your that you're playing Breath of the Wild, that's like sort of a guilty pleasure game for me. Not like guilty pleasure, but like a comfort game. And that reminded me that lately I've had the urge to return to, it's not Minecraft, but the other like 3-week addiction game, which is, good old Skyrim. I've had the urge to make the return. Just go all in.
I had a day, so
And
I was like of weakness, a point of weakness, where I started up Skyrim, I started a new game, and before I got off the fucking carriage ride in the beginning, I shut the game off and was like, I can't do this to myself again. This would be like the 7th time I played this game.
What I think is important to do now is just be honest with yourself. No, you're not gonna do two-handed heavy armor. No, you're not gonna do the mage run like you've always wanted. You're just gonna do the fucking stealth run because that's what's fun. Because you can just stealth shot people with arrows and it's fucking hilarious every single time. It will never not be funny. The stealth run is the only proper run to do Skyrim.
Eric, this
as far
time
as
I'm only kind of going to do stealth archer. I'm going to do other stuff
No,
this time.
Peter, you're gonna just do stealth
I don't know,
archer.
like, I'll have a bow, but I'm not going to use it all the time, you know?
The first
Come
time
back
I
and
played
say, alright,
Skyrim,
so like my archer's at level 100. I know I said I was doing heavy armor, but light armor's at level 100 now too. It was just so I could be a bit faster, okay?
the first time I played Skyrim, I did do two-handed heavy armor, but then I started using the bow and sneaking. I was like, wow, this is so much better. So I was like sneak shotting, like, because I had like 100 smithing as well, so I just had a Daedric bow, like legendary, and it's just like walking around, like rolling around in my fucking dragon bone heavy armor, like stealth shotting people. I was like, man, this is so much better than kicking everyone's ass. And
When you have the Nightingale armor from the Thieves Guild quest, you just feel like you feel like Kylo Ren with a bow and arrow or something. You feel so badass.
yeah,
That game.
Actually, I watched a little like short the other day about comparing like Skyrim to D&D and how you can like two people having a conversation in Skyrim, you just stealth shot one and it'll die in front of the other guy and you're like, and it'll just walk away. Whereas in D&D, it's like, oh, what? Where did that come from?
Skyrim NPC. Oh, what happened?
Oh, must have been the wind.
That actually made me laugh out loud. I was editing the last week's podcast because I wasn't there. And I think, Jack, you made a reference towards Skyrim or whatever, and it was something about buying it again for the 10th time or something.
Yeah.
Or I forget what it was, and I just started laughing out loud. I was like, that's fucking funny.
It's too close to home.
That's the endless
really
meme. That meme lives on forever. I can't wait till the PS7 comes out and you can port Skyrim to it.
yeah.
Skyrim Remastered 2.
Super special edition.
Someone needs to make a Bernie Sanders meme with him sitting in front of a TV with Skyrim on it.
You need to Photoshop him
actually
sitting
already-
on that bench near the beginning of the game.
Yeah, they've
Using
already
the
done
wagon.
the intro cart scene.
Have they?
We're sitting there beside like, oh, you're finally awake.
Alright, that was pretty funny.
Internet, why?
See, you got Jared. See, that's why the meme works.
No, that means it's an old dead meme already. If Jared's on it, find
but
it.
it works.
Wait, I gotta find this.
What was oh man, it was a long time ago. It was Evan. Fuck, what was it? We were like hanging around talking, he's like, have you guys heard of Troll Face or something? Oh. And he was like 8 years too late or something. Fuck, what was it?
Oh no! It was the
frog. It was the frog.
The whoa, hitting the
the
whoa.
whoa. The whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
It's like, have you guys heard about this new thing the kids are doing? It's like, Evan, that was 2 years ago.
Wait,
Oh no,
what
sorry.
name was it?
The Pepe the Frog was my thing where I put something on a thumbnail that was Pepe, and then you guys were like, sure, it's an old meme. What are you using that for? I forgot about the Evan thing. 'Cause, I remember that when we were in that one recording session.
Jack, are you familiar with the WoW?
I'm sure I am if I saw it.
It's like this little dance thing where you're like pretending to like
Whoa.
fumble with something, and then you catch it, and it's like, whoa.
You're not even fumbling. You throw it up and you catch it.
Oh, yeah, I think I remember seeing those.
motion, Yeah.
Yeah,
It was probably one of the ones that I thought was really stupid and like
it is.
didn't avoid.
but like that happened, and like
They're
2
all-
years, Evan came in
Yeah.
and he was like, "This is a new thing that the kids are doing."
We gotta
And he was
do
super
it all,
into it.
guys.
And same with Matt. That didn't know either. Oh. Good times.
We're all getting old.
Yeah.
Fucking made me say whoa.
Well,
Whoa! Well,
Whoa!
But-
But guys, it's time for us to end the podcast. Unless you want
holy
to say
shit!
something. Jarrod.
Whoa, already?
I was gonna say,
Already.
I want you guys to ponder this after the podcast. Just think on this. So here's the meme setting right
Question
now.
of the day.
Okay. So you have the guy getting hit by the arrow in Skyrim. Okay. There's two NPCs talking, like Grayden said. One gets hit by the arrow. The guy who didn't get hit by the arrow is Bernie Sanders, and there's something in the air. And he's like, "Whoa!" And that's the meme now combined.
I don't have to think about that one, Jared.
That's some Gen Z humor, Jarrod. I don't understand it.
Some of the stupidest shit I've heard in a while.
Oh.
You guys ever see those memes that it goes like right over your head? And like, am I getting too old? Do I not understand meme
the Bernie
culture
Sanders
anymore?
meme. That went right over my head. I just started seeing him fucking sitting around everywhere.
Skyrim belongs to all people, not just Ulfric Stormcloak and his lackeys. Argonian lives matter.
The real messages.
Anyway,
Wow.
I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. We're a little bit of a roller coaster this time around, but I think it went
I'll
well.
say.
When are we not a roller coaster?
Don't like roller coasters.
Oh. I
Well
do.
then, Eric, you should tune in to Live Connection podcast every Sunday.
man.
That's not- Yeah, if you want
I
to
will
become
never tune in.
if you want to become a professional in the boom industry, this is the place you need to be right now.
You can
We'll help
come
you
for
double
Jarrod's
your
boom
profit.
tutorials.
Wow,
You don't want to
okay.
join that masterclass. You want to join
I don't
my
know about that.
masterclass.
It's on a
I don't
low
know
price. It's regularly $5,000. One-time offer of $34.
Can I get that one-time offer like tomorrow? Or
No,
the day after?
it's only today.
Okay,
But
we'll see.
but if it
When
shows
I
up,
ask, we'll see what you say.
if it shows up tomorrow, you never know. I can't promise anything.
You never know. Wow.
But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We're Live Connection. We stream every Thursday and Sunday. We're a variety channel. Check out the links all below in the description from the left to the right. And yeah, have a good one.
Have a nice day.
Bye.
Oh, I
Goodbye.
forgot how.